Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Got to click the thing. Don't worry, folks. I'll click the thing. There's just some thing clicking that has to happen. That's all. Yeah, the Riven remake supports VR. And I played through like 80% of the Myst 1 remake in VR, which was sick. It is really fun to just like look around and interact with things. I'm excited to get transported to another dimension. A Riven dimension. A dimension of levers and dials and grids of buttons that don't seem to do anything. I have a particular relationship with Riven. I played it before playing Myst 1. That's not technically true. I remember playing Myst 1 on like an Apple display unit in some electronics store once, which was rad, and I wanted to keep playing it, but I also didn't get it because I was a baby. Riven, what the heck? I felt like there was a bug on my leg. Riven was one of the first PC games I got. I think I actually bought it before I got a PC because it seemed like a quintessential PC game, and it was. But I didn't get it. Kind of like there's a lot of like early PC or a lot of the more intense PC games that I played when I was first got a PC. I just didn't really understand. I didn't get the idea of it. I get it now. So I'm curious to go back to Riven and see if I can make sense of it. I mean, it was fun to click around, and I would like just throw switches and hit buttons and nothing would happen, and I'd be like, okay, cool. I remember Riven also being orders of magnitude more complicated, like almost absurdly more complicated than Myst. Myst has puzzles that like rational human beings can probably solve. Riven is another story. So we'll see. But maybe we're just smarter now. Maybe we're just better. But yeah, I don't remember getting that far in Riven. But I did play it. I remember at the guidance of PC Gamer magazine, I remember like turning the brightness of my monitor down and then like turning all the lights in the room off. I guess this was a way of trying to affect a sort of HDR style image back in the day, which a computer monitor was probably closer to being able to do than a TV. All right. Excited to see those crackly Unreal Engine graphics. Oh yeah, it's buttery. It's so weird to see this logo like in engine. I love that we've rounded the corner on computer graphics where now things can look like 4K versions of 90s pre-renders. You know the story of Myst? Yes. I know the concept of the world, essentially like books can become realities, and then there were two feuding sons over control, I guess, of fictional worlds, and both sons were trapped in books. And basically Myst is you figuring out... Myst is like one of the earliest Souls games in its layout, which is actually really brilliant. Everywhere you go, everything's already happened. So you pick up notes and you read the backstories of the various fictional worlds you go into. And those worlds are also kind of paired with the character progressions of, I guess, the two sons. Oh, okay. Both sons were trapped in the books because they were both abusive in their power. Their dad was kind of tired of their bullshit. Yeah, at the end, you kind of decide if one or the other is allowed to come out, and I think one kills you, which is pretty sick. Yondo, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I love that gift, too. Link like... Blah, blah, blah. Epic visuals, of course. Nothing but epic visuals. Epic. Epic. No super sampling. We'll see how this works. Desync off. Pretty straightforward. Is there an FMV option? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I think it's going to be an engine. Wonder if somebody... I like how it sounds like a mouse click. Apparently the devs looked at feedback people had about Riven's puzzles since release and have made tweaks and a few changes, including outright replacing an endgame puzzle that was infamous for being broken half the time. A puzzle game that can soft lock, that's scary. So, There's the true ending where you blow up both the books with the sons and you metaphorically high-five the dad. Okay. So that's the backstory for Riven. I don't want to, like, one of the cooler things about Myst is figuring it out as you go, so. No subtitles?
I need your help.
How is there no subtitles? Hold on. Yeah, that's what the books looked like in Myst. There'd be a little postage stamp of an FMV.
There's a great deal of history.
Hold on. I guess that's the dad? Need to turn on them subtitles. Ooh. Strum Theory, you are in first place. Thank you for the super chat. Riven's in my top 5. Haven't had the opportunity to play through the remake, so I'm going to take off. Really hope you enjoy it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I can understand why that might be something you want to save for yourself. But I don't know. I like the communal aspect of puzzle games. To me, being in the room when a puzzle's solved kind of feels the same as solving it myself, which is weird given that I'm bizarrely protective of my video game accomplishments. Somehow the groupthink, my brain allows me to participate and enjoy that. Miss Bianca, hello. It feels like, that's why I like PvE stuff so much. I'd much rather everyone work towards a common goal than people compete to determine who's the best. Aha. Subtitles weren't on because I didn't turn them on even though I looked directly at it. I did not read, did not perceive. Which reminds me, I was a little distracted during media share and I feel kind of bad about that. I went back and watched those videos again. A little overwhelmed by learning how to craft on top of
God, you've returned.
Managing media share.
I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid there's no time to explain.
Oh yeah, my headaches are gone. I don't know why it lasted. Like it lasted like 2 or 3 days. It's just scary.
Is in here.
But it wasn't like constant. It was more like I could feel a low-level tinge, and then I would do certain things that would cause it to come back. But no, I think it's fully gone at this point.
But
the last lowest symptom is a little bit of pressure right there.
Appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny, but it's actually a one-person prison. It's the only way to capture Gen.
Okay. Slurp him in the book.
Here. Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book. She'll know how to signal me.
Wasn't Catherine dead? I mean, clearly not. Yeah. Atros, you can just write a book. I don't know, there's... did they ever pin down the rules? It's like you can't rewrite...
If all this goes well, then you'll be returned to the place that you came from.
I don't think you can rewrite reality, but you can create a reality and then change that, essentially. Oh, Catherine's also lost in some book. Okay.
Until we meet again.
Now they're going to have to remake Uru. Oh, that's what getting slurped into a book looks like. James Fisto has redeemed a meditation with Marcus Aurelius. Oh, I love the old school OS pointer. Fantastic. Let's meditate though. We can stare at this book. Should we fly into the book first? No. We'll let the anticipation build. And instead, we'll entertain more ancient wisdom. Okay, what did we learn last time? We recalled everything we learned from Sextus. Live comfortably with nature. Tolerate ignorant persons. Tolerate them. Have agreeable intercourse. Yes? Faculty of both discovery and ordering, an intelligent and methodical way. The principles necessary for life. Very stoic. And whether or not you are devoted to stoicism yourself, clearly Marcus Aurelius is a fan. All right, the next meditation. From Alexander the Grammarian. to refrain. He's listing the things he learned from people, by the way, and he's kind of leaving that phrase out. But from Alexander, the grammarian, I learned to refrain from fault finding, and not in a reproachful way to chide those who uttered any barbarous or solecistic or strange sounding expression. I'm going to look up that word. Solecism? A grammatical mistake in speech or writing, or a breach of good manners. Okay. So just a whoopsie, a doo-doo. Not in a reproachful way to chide those who uttered any barbarous or solecistic or strange sounding expression, but dexterously to introduce the very expression which ought to have been used. And in the way of answer or giving confirmation, or joining an inquiry about the thing itself, not about the word, or by some other fit suggestion. Okay. Yeah, that's a good technique. And not in a reproachful way to chide those who uttered dumb shit, but dexterously to introduce the expression which ought to have been used, and in the way of answer or giving confirmation, or joining in an inquiry about the thing itself, not about the word, by some other fit suggestion. So I guess talk more or distract people, use the phrase that they should have used, and then use that to segue to another topic that's more important. I guess people are suggestible. I've never been good at delivering subtle social cues. I don't think I'm good at reading them, but that's a nerd thing. I'm a gamer. It has to blink in the middle of the screen and alarms have to go off for me to care. Alright, book time. Enter the Lisa Frank dimension. Hell yeah, I love that mid-90s world music. Nothing's cooler than having your logo be a mask for like another video or something. The warpy sound. Worm. It's so cool that Cyan is still doing things. From a more civilized time, when 10 good-natured dweebs could get together and make a clicky game about books. Oh yeah, you're like locked in this thing from the start? Yeah, I remember this. This fucking game, man. I need to lower the sensitivity. Something like this, you want it to be mega low. You get that E3 camera sweep. Ah.
Isirap. Mutika bukuan ay. Isirap. Mutika bukuan ay. Bukuan ay. Isirap. Bukuan ay. Bukuan. Bukuan.
Ooh. Writing all this down? Yeah. You're gonna need to know this for the last puzzle. You have to plug in a mic and repeat what he said. Fuck. Ooh. Hey! Got ninjas now? You just wait, Buster. Ah, he's gone. Yeah, hell yeah, look at this. Now that's a wallpaper. Man. Here they held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. 16, so I guess the year, month, day. June 16th. Revisions to Riven completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments that need to be made, but the basic corrections are in and should be working. This is probably really long, right? Yeah. I mean, it is Riven. I ought to have known that there would be reading involved. People flushing Orbeez and destroying their sewage systems because they grow in water. Is that what you associate with Riven? With the 90s? People destroying their plumbing with Orbeez? Something's not right. Yes, buckle up, folks. It's lore time. Yeah, the series is about books. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but thus far I've observed no change. It's possible I made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I haven't slept in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. The fault is with my foundational assumptions, however. Perhaps after a short rest, I will see something. Yeah, memorize every word. The date is a cipher that tells you the skips you have to do to pick individual letters, to reassemble them into a passcode. You have to plug a mic into your computer and read. June 18th, success! Yeah. It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it's impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free at last to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. There's been no sign from her at all that time. I only hope that... No, I must assume she's all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts. These tears hitting the page. Storytelling. June 19th. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I have never presumed to have such power. And yet the failure of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world. But the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is gain. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he used to be. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, given his... Man, a semicolon. Nice. But given his history, I must assume that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake. A pattern that would no doubt continue were he ever to escape the confines of Riven. For more than 3 decades now, the universe has been safe from his corruptive influence because no one has been able to leave that ill-fated age. The last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the star fissure upon my return to Mist. That was our intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds. And since the libraries containing the vast and intricate knowledge needed to construct linking books remained largely confined to the ruins of Denis, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. This is what we achieved, but the way it fell was no one's ideal. And although the sting of it has gradually faded over the years, deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to pass has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. Gain's destructive path could not be allowed to continue. But it was never my wish that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to have to pay for it. But enough! To dwell in the past is to die in the present, and the situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired since that time has yet to be factored into the equation. ... This is like tight writing though. It's establishing character and backstory at the same time. Headless Music, thanks for the sub. Always glad to watch you play these mystifying games. Hey, these are really fun these are fun experiences to share for sure. You know, I think that might be it about like JRPGs. They're kind of hard to share. They're kind of crafted entirely for the player. Magnus Rogar, thanks for the sub. June 20th. I think I have a solution for rescuing Catherine. Why did it not occur to me sooner? I do not know. Unless the thought had been pushed out with the memory of my sons. A prison book. Many years ago, during a haunting expedition through the ruins of Denis, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, as my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I had yet to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation quickly succeeded in creating one of those devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. Unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person becomes trapped and the first person displaced back into the world. I think that happened in Myst 1, I think, right? Hey, Captain Chris. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, the cursor is the same as the original. Yeah, I love that monochromatic, like, Apple II cursor. But that feels older. Riven came out... Was it a pre-Windows 98 game? I guess it was still a Mac OS forward game. But I played it on Windows PC. And I think... It wasn't XP. I think it was 98. And I'm pretty... Maybe that's what 98's cursor looks like? Hold on a second. That person age in the void? That's a good question. Klingon Corgi, hello. Thank you for the sub. Many months of... Yeah, Riven was on 6 discs. Yeah, we were living, man. A lot of disc swapping in Riven. And also it had to like stream a lot of the images off CDs, so clicking between screens. Like that actively inhibited the game because it was hard to maintain mental continuity between screens. And there were a lot of puzzles that crossed a lot of screens. You'd have to like do a thing, remember what you did, click across multiple CD-loaded images, and then when you landed where you were going, hopefully you remembered what it was appropriately. NB! Gifting 10 subs. Whoa! Damn, thank you very much. 10 people enjoying the beauty of no ads for a month. They are on fire. Indeed. Thank you, NBA Jam announcer, it's true. The technique can be going back to... Oh yeah, going back to Riven though. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written. Changes to the text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If my father is indeed unchanged, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Denis? July 2nd. Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have started again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not at first concern me. Tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects I'd anticipated during the initial phase of the island's readjustment. But in order to verify my assumptions, I recalculated, incorporating the new data. Results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I'd realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. More tears? Tears on the page? Hey, Dr. Deagle. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Elden Ring soon. I think. There's good shit out. A lot of good shit. July 3rd, excuse me. I must act while I have the time. The signs are as yet barely visible, but there is no question. The island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead of it, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. July 5th. With every passing moment, I get a clearer picture. Yeah, he took the 4th off to write a book about drinking beer and barbecuing. With every passing moment, I get a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's shortcuts have yielded. But it's a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no good end to this. The last few days have convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it in the hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. July 7th, I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue this journal entries for a while. Oh. July 13th, something truly miraculous has happened. Beyond all conceivable probability, someone has found my lost mist linking book and freed me from this prison. Thank you, Verfraker, for the cheer. Damn, that's a cool gif. We are here in Hacker Central. Was that the player? Yes. He's talking about the player character in the first Myst game. I don't know if you're the same person in Riven. I immediately realized that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven while also proceeding with... Uh-oh. Looked a little too wild. Also proceeding with my original intent to find Catherine has renewed my hopes. July 16th. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once my Gain had been captured. Oh, Gain is his father? So the dad, we're talking about basically like 3 generations. The dad from the original Myst is this guy. He has 2 dipshit sons. And Gain is his dad, which is also is implied to be the villain of the piece. Atros has the 2 sons. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that my my family tree was clear. Let's see here. When assuming me once Gain had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and thereby risk the possibility of inadvertently freeing him. The deteriorated state of the gateway image would seem to make the use of a visual signal impossible. Yet the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I am still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur at a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual would be able to affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an unstable anomaly that appears as a rift between 2 separate realms, the Star Fissure. But how this fissure or feature might be exploited, I cannot say. Sending someone to Riven also means that once signaled, I will have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. Provided my father is safely out of the way, this should take little time. Assuming the island does not incur any serious damage during my absence, I should then be able to return to Kavir and hold it together long enough for Catherine to evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a specific signal may simply be impossible, but I'm afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for success will be greatly increased and the possibility of disaster greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. I had 2 books. My father is no doubt expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. Ooh. So I was used as a decoy. And the dude took a prison book, thinking that it's a linking book. Oh yeah. I remember staring down that thing. There's no crouch. That's actually good. All right, here we go. Riven time. Ready to click on everything. Flip all kinds of switches and dials. Nope. I do remember there being a lot of good sound effects. Clinks and clanks of things that don't move. Nothing moves in this game. No doors open. Just a bunch of bullshit switches that do nothing. Playing Riven is like waiting for the elevator, and the elevator doesn't move, and you're just hitting that button over and over again. That's Riven. I do love that they super doubled down on the surrealistic landscapes. Oh. Oh. Don't care about the menu. A button there. Push that. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed that. Anyone stoked for the Dead Rising remaster? I kind of am. Capcom makes really good remasters, and Dead Rising was a really interesting game. I do wonder if... Is Capcom going to be brave enough to, like, keep it the roguelite style it was? Wait a minute, you can... I think you can... Get in there. Capcom re-releasing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, A Sign of the End Times. Oh, it's good times. We like that. Oh. Match the perspective on the floor, it would have to rotate like a quarter. The what? Yeah, the Dirter. Dead Rising duper remake or whatever the heck they're calling it. Frank West looks even ganglier than usual. Knobby and... Great. Can you rotate the room while in the little cubby? You might be able to. Woo! They're praising... book being burned? There's a machine that's like eating trees and turning them into books. X to take a picture. That's cool. Huh. So I guess they revered one of the writers as a god here, as they were. It's Gain, maybe? You had a council? Betrayal in government, maybe? Maybe I'm just thinking about Rome, but that knife is awfully suspect. Shape is very... That lower left shape is very is very suspect, I think. Is it Gen? I don't know. There's an H in it, and that makes it seem like it's a eh. Oh, there are 5. Star shape was over here? Huh. Very cool. I don't think you can, let's see here. Yeah, it won't rotate. It's gen and not gain. All right. Very well. Butthole lock. Another one of these things. Can interact with. Get out. Right. Yeah, the butthole lock. Zzz. Every time that happens in a video game, I just imagine Bender's eyes zooming out. I know a thing or two about butthole locks. Hold on. Let's try that. All right. Man, it's cozier than like a stone hallway with embedded lighting. Oh, oh, oh. You're getting stuttering, that's pretty typical. Yeah, there was some stutters here or there. Yeah, there's some chunks. But that's okay. The game's gorgeous, and it's not nearly as stuttery as it was before when it was like 1 frame every 30 seconds. I'm positively swimming in frames. It keeps doing that at that like spot in the room? Yeah, look at that. Weird. Ah! It's just something about that spot on the floor. I guess it just is like, I don't know, swapping a fat texture into memory or something. Yeah, who knows? Video games are weird, man. Well, I'm gonna guess that, yeah, we got to do something with the rotating room. I thought there was you could like access the room from a different angle. There's the butthole door. Let me fall down there. Ain't no platformer. You can't jump. You read books here. Feet on the ground. Okay. translatable text on the walls? Probably. Once I learn the language custom made for this game. Yeah, there's a rotating button on that side. Wait a second. That's the... No. Eh? Eh? That's not the... That's not the... Oh. Oh. Because it goes downstairs. Yeah, that's a different thing. Well... I guess let's try spinning her around again. Maybe I'll notice something I didn't notice last time. And jump in there. Eh. I don't think rotating it. Get there from this side. Don't have anything for the butthole door. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, there's some chunks here and there. Awesome. First puzzle and we're already stumped. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly... I don't remember getting that much further in Riven than this. So... rotating thing didn't seem to affect my view of that. What about down here? Huh? I remember getting like I had a solution or a hint book for Riven. I remember back in the day, there was like a book section inside of the electronics department inside of Walmart. And there was a Riven hint book and I was like, well, I'm gonna need this eventually. First puzzle's the epitome of overthinking it. Absolutely. That's what's great about Riven. Maybe I just have to... Wait a minute. That didn't rotate all the way around. Maybe I just gotta pull all the... Maybe you just gotta pull them in order? Okay. I think it closes automatically if you back away from it. The game itself has a built-in hint system, basically the yellow lines put in the world of Riven. Ah, okay. I mean, that's... honestly, I feel like that's the best... that's the best example of doing something, is when the game has its own logic and layout that the player can eventually learn just by experiencing the game, or the world as it's created. You look inside the bugs. Yes. But I can't interact with anything inside the bugs. So maybe I just have to tug the bugs in the right order? Let's see here. There's a star. And there's 5 points to the star. But I didn't really see anything implied by an order. Or an order implied in anything, aside from maybe the pictorial of what's going on. And that's like creation. creating government. And then punishment. Origin myth, basically. Casting out his creations for being shitheads. So it does seem like it's in order clockwise. Going around the star. Maybe? This, I guess, is the beginning. It's the creation of the book. And then the writing in the book to create things. Yeah, creating the star. Creating the sun, creating the... I don't see a lot of the imagery of the, like, the 5-pointed star. I guess it's showing up there. And then there, it's in upper right. Sun and moon. Sun and moon don't seem to appear in this. Seem like pretty deliberate imagery. Those shapes seem pretty suspect too, the little Tetris pieces over there. So I guess he delegated the ability to write to his creations and then they used it to betray each other. So he destroyed his creation. There's like a button I'm missing. All I can interact with is the bugs and can look at a couple things. All right, spin the room again. I'm wondering if twirling the room changes more than just, you know, disorientation. But I don't... It would have to change something under the room. Because I can't... Down here again. Butthole door. Give it another tug. There. I give the option to look in windows? An excellent question. Sith Pack, thanks for gifting a sub to Soapy Potato J. You know what's weird? I've never soaped up a potato, but merely handling a potato can feel kind of soapy because of all the starches. And it starts feeling slick and mealy after a while. Man, potatoes are great though. How good are potatoes? Mm. Mm. Oh. Can you enjoy this without playing Myst? I haven't played Myst in 20 years and I just want to jump straight into this. Yes. Your experience having played or not played Myst, well, you know, your experience in Riven will be pretty identical, actually. There's just some world building stuff you'll be more familiar with already, having played Myst. But it's possible to play Myst and not pick up on that stuff either, so... mileage may vary. What the hell? But no, you're good. There's not a whole lot of formative work that needs to happen for you to have the Riven experience. Hmm. Symbol again. If you enjoy Riven, you might want to go back and play Myst because it's just kind of more of that. A little less wacky, maybe. I haven't tried to hit the button from inside the little nook, but maybe I should. Yeah. More of a Shivers guy. I played a little bit of Shivers and Shivers 2. Shivers 2 I was really into. That game is very surrealistic. Okay. What are we doing? There's one open door and one gated door. And unless this gate opens, there's... Yeah, hardest part of Myst games is figuring out what's a puzzle and what's not. Yeah. Yeah, The Witness was a very Myst-coded game. That game rocked. I never finished it, though. I made the mistake of taking a break. Means I'd need to start over. Yeah, Forbidden City was fucking awesome. Man, Forbidden City was so good. Alright, let's see. The sound of them opening change anything? This one goes swoosh. This one swooshes lower. Why does it do that? Yeah, all the other ones are higher pitched. Thornius has redeemed a pack, a new pack to be opened. So let's do it. Huh. All right. Let's do it. As soon as I remember where that button is. Hold on. Hold on. I don't, for some reason, don't have that button anymore. Let's try it out. Ooh. Wow. That's... Wow, okay. Gotta say, I wasn't expecting that. Ah, hell. My side webcam isn't showing up. Alright, never mind. Of course. It's fucked. Alright, well, I'll have to fix that later. Just do it. Just do it here. Hold on a minute. Now it's gonna be mad. Alright. Actually, I got handed some, current Magic the Gathering packs, so they're kind of mixed in there now too. But the odds of drawing them are incredibly low. So don't get your hopes up. Hold on. What was this? Hold on. Quirks. There. All right. Here are your cards. What do we got? What the? Oh, another Maverick pack? The Maverick remake movie from the 90s starring Mel Gibson. Weird, but I mean, excellent. Very high value, very rare. That a pack sack? It sure is. What the hell even is that? The hit movie Maverick. Based on the old TV show Maverick. We got some good cards here, some stills from the film. Wow. Wow. Look at that guy. Wow. Oh, wrong way. Very cool, very cool. Very cool, Mel Gibson. Very cool movie. There's our guy. We all remember this movie, don't we? Right? Classic. Every single one of these cards is an impossible treasure and an amazing collectible. All right. Let's see which one is Thornius's to take home. Happy 30th to the Maverick movie, by the way. Timely. Yeah, it's funny how that worked out, isn't it? I woke up this morning and I was like, yeah, it's the 30th anniversary of Maverick. I hope we get to draw a card from that. And here we are. You've won this card. A very handsome gentleman, Zane Cooper, a lawman. His strengths are his impeccable integrity when it serves his purpose and the wisdom of maturity. Weaknesses are attractive women and the possibility of a good time. The low-key, straight-shooting Coop has nothing in common with Maverick. Well, almost nothing. They both like a good time. Real rootin' tootin' son of a bitch. All right. Thank you, Thornius. Take down this info. Mm-hmm. Okay. Pleasure doing business with you. All right. Last we left Riven, there was a breakthrough. That swoosh is different. Why you swoosh different? Hmm? Do you have another Maverick pack? I may. Wait, it sounded different that time. Now it's high pitched. What? That one was swooshed. It changed. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's just random. Huh. Anything on the ceiling? Stars. In a distribution that doesn't seem all that telling? Alright, I'm gonna go back over here. Okay. door back? Oh, no door. Does the room turn differently based on which one swooshes? I don't know. That means you'd have to like swoosh a bug, go hit the button, but the bugs unswoosh when you walk away from them, which to me is a telegraph that the swooshed status of the bug doesn't matter if it resets. Those are really pleasing clicks. The lower pitch swoosh seemed to be going around clockwise. It's not. It does seem to be random. Yeah, I feel like it would stay activated if sequence was important. The second you kind of walk away from it, it closes again. Yeah. The swoosh is just a swoosh. It seems to rotate like a third. And it takes 3 rotations to make it go all the way around. I don't think there was ever anything telling on the walls. Going on in here? Hey, Harry. Can you sell this game to me? I mean, it's, well, that was 2. It's a puzzle game. Yeah, there is a story. But discovering the stories you play is kind of the point. It does the soulsy thing. Where, you arrive at a place basically after all the plot has happened. You discover it in retrospect through context clues. Nah, you can't climb in the cubby after hitting the button. Okay, so there are 2 exits, and the gate is not on the rotating door side of things. It's on the exterior side of things. So if I hit it again, then it rotates around and then this door points this way. But there's a gate there, and I can't open it. Oh, damn it, I thought that was a button. Shit. It is in fact a light. Yeah, as soon as you hit the button, it blocks you from going in. Expected to be able to enter. Oh, okay. Okay, so it rotates like 1/3. Not a third, rather, but a fifth. Button, bitch. I reach through and tap that? If I were a butthole key. In a way, the first puzzle is about breaking expectations, both in terms of solutions and letting you know this is going to be different than the original. That's fun. Not the best at lateral thinking. Just stick my head in this again. As long as I have that thing to stick my head in. The original puzzle was that you needed to crawl under the door? Really? You just had to click under it? That is a very unmissed solution for sure. And I can see why that would be a... This ain't missed anymore, idiot. Just crawl under the door. You crouch? No, there's no crouch. There's zoom. Screenshot. Hold on, let me see what I can do. Rolls. That's kind of it. Just click. I not see. Well, if I knew what it was, I'd see it. There's basically two configurations that I can enter this room in, or that I'm allowed to enter this room in. Well, there's no gate on the other side of this. But I don't think I can... Yeah, the entrance and exit are not spaced such that I can get here from this entrance. But I can... I could cross over there. But there's a button on the other side, and I haven't gotten over where that is yet. But that's probably what I need to do, is like... unlock that door. Although it looks like there's something leaning against it from the other side up here. Oh no, I think that might be the stairs or a ladder or something. That wasn't the gate at the bottom of the screen. Eh? What? I can really only go these two ways. Well, what I can try to do, I guess, is orient the room. The wooden door? What? Complete sentences, please. So let's see here. If I were to orient this correctly, it would just be yeah, 2 rotations. I'll try that, and then see if I can figure out a way to get around that door somehow. I'll just click on it a lot. And then I guess you can use the little windows to make sure that the openings are lined up properly. Oh, the doors are not aligned like I thought they would be. What? Oh, hold on. Nano Clutch. Thank you for the sub. Ah. Yeah, I guess you can see that the there was no pin on the hinge, and I guess they do this to draw your attention there. All right, we're on our way. Except this isn't the layout that I needed. I gotta rotate 2 more times. 2 times. Well, that's an interesting twist on, like, crawling under the door. Yeah, I don't think I ever crawled under the door. I am into the red herring of a butthole key, though. Alright, 1 more ought to do it. Am I taking notes? I don't need to yet. Okay, we got steam power. What's this? Hey! I like what I hear. Yes! Ooh. Oh, fuck off. Ugh. I mean, yeah, there was the grid on one of the lore bits. I know what I'm saying, I think. How do you look at your screenshots again? Here? Ah. Yeah. Yeah, right there. 1, 4, 5. But that 4 and that 4 are different, so I don't know if it's just straight up the number of boxes. Oh, you bought Doom? Very nice. Enjoy. Let it shred your brain. Good training for Dark Ages. Am I heading here again? Well, not like I can interact with anything just yet. I'll go back. I'll go back to the twirly dome. Oh, shucks, that's right. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, the game's a little stuttery. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. There's some chunks here and there when it's loading. Apparently that's pretty common. At least that's what somebody else said. All right. I'm just checking things. Okay. All right. Everything seems fine. Oh. Need more twirls. Yeah, symbols everywhere. Glyphs. Just read I can make a baked potato in my Instant Pot. Guess I'm gonna make some today. Huh. You can make a baked potato in an oven. I guess are they faster? You can microwave a potato and it can get like kind of soft. Soft enough to accept a lot of cheese. Oh, geez. Oh. Very cool. My grandmother used to shove potatoes in an Albertsons bag, wrap it up, and microwave like 8 of them at a time. Damn. That's some old living. Get maximum BPAs in the bloodstream. Yeah, that's hardcore. Grandma rules. Those don't look like the symbols that were on the other machine, though. Oh. I think that link still works. Hold on. I'll just redirects. All right. Okay, we can go to the other place. I'm gonna use the restroom while this building's rotating. I'll be right back. Here we go. Another switch back here? No, okay. Onward to Dome. Oh. Hmm. Man. Freaking symbols. Oh wait, is it the same number of symbols on the wall that has the shits in a line on that machine? Go check. These don't look like the same symbols though. These look like the ones that are on the rotaty dome. Well, might as well have a seat. Oh shit. Hold on. Lowers that bridge. This dude. Oh. Right. I know where one of those things is. Hey, verbose. Thank you for the sub. Game is in fact puzzling. Yeah, Nightfall, I agree. They nailed the look. I thought the Myst 1 remake was a really incredible revisualization. I'm just super down with like, hey, wasn't this the bridge that was, maybe it's timed? I don't know if Riven does that. Maybe Riven does. Or wait, no, this is a different bridge. Oh. No, we're not going that way. Do I want steam to just be shooting out? Probably means something. Oh. Like a crack in the water? That's awesome. Alright, well, one less bridge to worry about. The good news is that means there are no puzzles that way. Or rather, they've already all been solved. As I blew that thing up. Anything over here changed? Seemed like it. Right. Wait for the bathysphere to show up. Oh, here it comes. This is awesome. Don't mind if I do. Time to ride the rails. This is the coolest shit you ever saw in the 90s. Huh? There we go. Yeah, the Myst remake is like this. Fully 3D walk around game. What's weird is there was a game called Real Myst that was the same thing in like the early 2000s. It was like a really graphically intense 3D remake of Myst. And it rocked. I loved that game. Maybe every like 10 years we'll just get a new version of Myst. Like the 4K Blu-ray of a movie you like. Alright, now we're here. Cool stuff. Yeah, old FMV vibe. Pre-rendered graphic vibe. Now there's Myst, Real Myst, Myst Masterpiece, Real Myst Masterpiece, and Myst 2021. Awesome. Very cool, very cool. Very cool, Cyan. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm officially further than I've ever gotten in Riven already. Hmm? Oh. Sure. The Real Myst games were made by fans with the approval of the then split apart Cyan team. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that Myst MMO. It gets kind of weird after Riven though, right? Isn't Myst 3 Uru? Isn't that like a third person game? Or is that 4? Damn. What the fuck? What the hell are you? The hell are you weirdos? Oh, Uru is the MMO. Okay. What a cool name. Not tonight, babe. I'm logging on to Uru. Ah, Cyan came back together in the late 2010s with their first game after reforming, being Abduction. That's right. I had Abduction installed for years and never got around to playing it. It's like pretty tight, right? Like it's not super long. Thunderball, thank you for the sub. Any chance Capcom gives an update on Pragmata? I think so. I think they acknowledged it somewhat recently. They were basically like, yeah, it's still in dev. We just not ready to be shown. It is time though, isn't it? It was pretty uncommon of them to announce it that early, it seems. Yeah, I'd like to know more about what's going on with that. Got Monster Hunter. They got Kunitsugami. I don't remember the name. Path of the Goddess. I got to play that at Playdays, and it was really, really fun. Super fun. I think it'd be easy to make Onimusha comparisons for part of it, because you are a swordman fighting like yokai demons with a katana. But I was really into the strategy layer of it. Really pretty. Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC? That would be exciting. I feel like it'd be really fast. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I guess they did DLC for the first game, and it was pretty great. Dark Arisen. My fingers, butthole. Miss 3 Exile was good, but Miss 4 Revelation was where it started to go downhill, with Uru Ages Beyond Mist being the lowest point. Okay, alright. I guess 3 was a more traditional Mist game then, right? What the fuck? Huh. Damn. They've outsmarted me. Ooh. So pretty though. Ooh. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna have to learn letters now. Please don't tell me you have to learn math from a partially erased lesson.
Terekoi Danni, Kibayem Revat, Alroyem Betig Tavom, Gabodona Gayem.
God damn it. God damn it. Gonna make me learn. Okay. Definitely see a crossover between this and the shapes in the dials. Well, if I'm going to go to school, I'm going to need a snack. I think it's lunchtime. I'm going to take a lunch break. Then I'm going to come back to this and enjoy some nice puzzles. I also have to... The Inside Games episode that just went up, I need to post that on the Patreon and things, so... enjoy Media Tech in the meantime. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks for watching so far, folks. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Oh, we're back. We're back, ready to learn, I guess. The thing is, I need a cipher of some kind. Yeah. Got like a weird bug thing on my face. Letter here. Things on the wall. There's a message. There's this erased thing. It looks like math. I don't think that's supposed to be clipping through like that.
Terekoi danni, ki bayem revat, alroyem betik tavom, ga bodona gayem. Ram.
Bah. Well, I'm gonna not do this as long as I can. I think is what I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. This is how you can learn the numbers? That's 7. Okay. All right, fine. Get out my EverQuest Next folio. Yeah, the leather's starting to crackle, but I think it's still fine. Yeah, I have my notes in here. Doom Eternal speedrun notes. Yeah, this is from when I went to Games Done Quick. Okay. So I guess there's going to be a 0 through 9. I'm using the coolest pen that I have, which is like a really fancy, pretty pen. Very pink and glittery. All right. Eat. I thought that was going to end the game. Ooh. Yeah, I think you're right, GNF. The official name of the game used to be Riven, the sequel to Myst. Now it appears to just be Riven. Guess that was 3? Right. Oh. Okay. Six. Okay. Yeah, I can see how, like, the 8 is the 5 and the 3 combined. Two. I can start to guess what some of these other ones will be. Hmm. It has to be 9. I don't think that would be 0. Assuming that we're dealing in base 10, but... I think that would be a bridge too far. Also, all the numbers may not be on the dial, but I only need 3 more? 4 more. I might have to interpret the rest from the ones that are there. Okay, yeah, that's 9. Fully verified. At least it's a really pleasant sound. Damn. I think that's 7. That's got to be 7. Curve, which is a 2, and then a horizontal line, which is a 5. Which means 1 is a vertical line. 0 is an empty square. 4, I guess, would be 2 curves, but I don't see a second curve in any of these glyphs, so I don't know how they would do 4. Oh, it might just be the, yeah, it might be the, yeah, there's 1. Or might be the little Krongler that's on the 9. One of the few lines that's not on a rigid quadrant. Now all I need to see is a 4, although I think I know what it looks like. There it is. Mm-hmm. The Krongler. Okay. 0 through 9 has been deciphered. Now what bugs me is this shit. Is this another cipher? You would think it's like... Also, that's new. The curve on the bottom. Oh! Pablo 6-shooter. Where's that nacho? Yeah. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. I don't see anything in here implying meaning if a symbol moves to the bottom of the square. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I might have to experiment a little bit with that, and yeah, because it's like a stamp. So it almost seems like they're keeping a running score as they're playing multiple games, maybe like pool or something like that. Darts. But I don't think you can rotate it, yeah. Because this is only ever in this orientation, but the 2 is like supposed to be rotated clockwise. That might be part of the puzzle, I'm not sure. We'll just have to table that for now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to learn other things. I can see... That's really clever. That's crafty. I think deciphering the numbers is a good start. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. This might be useful at the steam-powered what's-a-mabob back on the other island. I don't have any numbers to dial in, though, I don't think. The journal has dates. I put my EverQuest Next embossed journal over here for now. Well, the next time I need to inscribe some learnings. Really is a cozy game. There aren't a whole lot of games where the soundscape is sort of dominated by atmospheric white noise, but they're always very cozy. GTA has incredible atmospheric audio. Yes, here's this thing. There were so many of those symbols. Some of them were even doubled up in ways that I can't create with just that dial. Got the tree again. Nice tree. Yeah, definitely looks like the stamped symbol on what I presume be the scorekeeping page. But I only found 2 of those dials, and there were definitely more than 2 symbols on that page. So it's probably not a direct, like a one-to-one kind of dealio. There's probably some internal logic to those symbols too that I have to learn. Man. It's becoming a growing refrain, but I really do feel like maybe this is just a phase that I'm in, but it really does feel like surrealistic and dreamlike games are just so well suited to the medium in general. There's just been a lot of good ones lately. Destiny, Dark Souls. Red Delusion, Lunacid. I mean, Undertale's kind of like that. What's the story with Deltarune? Can anyone weigh in on Deltarune? I have the luxury of being able to play Undertale and ignoring its fandom. So I don't know. Does it have tight jams and fun RPG combat? Kinda all I'm about. Is this a mod? Nah, this is a game. A game called Riven. Oh yeah. Did I go up the stairs here? The heck, man? That's a big handle. How am I gonna turn that? It's the sequel, but it's not. Has the tightest of jams and a different combat style. Okay. I like it. I'm going to the It's a Bug's Life land. Whoa. Whoops. Whoopsie. Little hole in reality over here. That looks like the inside of that pipe, though. Planet. Huh. Ah! Oh. Yeah, actually I clicked on Bruce's stream for like a minute while he was playing Riven and he was in that room. I remember that. I guess we'll get there eventually. Maybe once I unlock the jump boots. I have to beat the first boss, and then I'll get the high jump boots. And then I can hop into the portal. Look at all these bugs! Wah! Enchanted. Oh, there's another dial. So... Maybe there's something about... Oh, that's different. Huh. 1, 3. Guess that just means 2. It's just written wrong. There's no 4. 5. 8. But there's 2 possible ones that could be this. So it's either 2 or 3. Or sorry, it's either 1 or 3. Do I have anything here telling me what number this might correlate to? I haven't really looked at the tops. I don't know if like the headpieces are... There's kind of a shape there. It kind of looks like the 3, right? The V, but I think they all have that. Also, it doesn't click into place or anything like that, so... Hey, it's the butthole! Oh, good news, everybody. Now's a particularly enchanted time to share this information. I'll get to cat sit. Cookie's coming over. Cookie's coming! Oh, Jesus, minecart time? So it's, It's about to get real cozy in here. Because Dawn Trail is launching. We'll get to play MMO. Have an adorable kitty. Oh. Maybe she'll knock over more stuff. Also, I am going to put this out there. Because I am about to set sail for the coziest vibes. Next week, not only will I get to play Dawn Trail. Oh, that reminds me, I need to register my code. But I need to play... I'm gonna play Dawn Trail. Games Done Quick is happening. And also I get to cat sit. And that cat might sit on my lap. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine the supreme bliss of having a kitty on your lap, playing a new MMO, and also watching Games Done Quick? Ooh. Ooh. That's going to like roll my... It's going to roll my age back by a few years. The healing waves. It's big time. It's a big time. Yeah, hopefully Cookie just chills out on that seat back there again. What beverage are you pairing with all this coziness? Probably just coffee. A little cold brew to sip on. Nothing too exciting, I don't think. Maybe I should order some weed seltzers. Oh, it's another dilly. It's another spinny top. Ah. This also kind of reminds me of, Everwood? Something? I don't remember the names of the of the Mist 1 worlds, but it almost seems like they're trying to create that in miniature here or something. Channel Wood, that's the one. Thank you. Astro Goblin's doing a Shadow of the Dank Tree on Sunday. That's awesome. Like a live thing? That's pretty cool. Oh, title still says lunch. Yeah, it does. All right, thank you. And nothing says 90s pre-render like really splorchy hued lighting. Something that has like a color. It reminds me of like Technicolor. When that first broke and then you just have wardrobe with the brightest possible colors. Part of baking in all your lighting was that you could use really cool lighting that cast shadows and shit. You gotta put spotlights on everything! I think trying to flex the tech, or specifically like harnessing the lighting effects that doing pre-rendered graphics allowed you to use, certainly dictated an aesthetic, which wasn't entirely intentional at the time, but has become intentional, which is super cool. And it's one of my favorite things. Ugh. Because it's like a lot of rounded surfaces, just the right amount of like geometric detail. Big objects get miniaturized. Again, I think the through the looking glass reflection of that aesthetic is something like Fantasian, where they use actual photography on a miniature background, but it still produces the same effect, because you get actual lighting instead of fake lighting, but it's still fake, because it's smashed into a JPEG that you run around on. Does Myst have puzzles that don't actually go towards finishing the game? Like just giving you some lore and that's it? Yes. Yes. I think it's possible to finish Myst. Like you can get different endings in Myst. And you have to collect pages to unlock given endings. So it's possible to get an ending and not having, without having collected all the pages to even get another one. I think. Someone else in chat might be able to verify that, but yeah, there were degrees of completion that in Myst that you could definitely hit. It wasn't 100% linear, but you definitely have to solve a lot of puzzles to get anything. Hey, Ferret King. Welcome. Hey, I made it over here. Now I can ride the bathysphere. Oh wait, the hole is gone. When I was on the other side, wasn't there like a gap in the water that where I could like climb down? Maybe they were just telling me or showing me that that could happen. Well, shucks. Damn, the switch is on the other side. I love the flickering of the sun. Alright, well, backtracking time. There was the minecart that I never took. I can go explore that. All the random stabs of music you get while you're in an interior. Exteriors are all like whooshing and animal sounds. The door just like shut itself? I think it did. Ah, hold on. Pretty sure I've been that way. Wait a minute. This isn't the minecart either. Okay, well. Now I don't remember exactly how far I have to backtrack to find it, but it won't be that hard. Wait a minute. No, this is where what? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll keep going back. Love puzzle games until I run into a puzzle I can't solve and can't progress because I'm too proud to look up the answer. Yeah, I know that. Boy, do I know that. Tricky thing. Being an obstinate gamer. Games like Shadow the Erd Tree. Stand to pound your dick over and over again. Okay, it wasn't this far back. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Yeah, this looks like the same. The top does, anyway. So there's like two configurations this could be. This is either a 5 or a 6. Yeah. Not all about. Oh, good night, Thornius. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a pleasant rest. Okay, there's another one. Oh, down here. Whee! And life's good. Whoa! Whoa! Can I look around? Aw. That was rad. And I came out of a little splorch in the water. Game in VR would be something. It supports it. You can totally play it in VR. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Can't stick my head in that. War call ended. Unmute the stream and continue grinding in Elden Ring. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, there definitely is a hump to get over in Elden Ring. In the DLC anyway. I guess, is it From Software's fault that there's a hump? When they explicitly have a mechanic that creates and then alleviates the hump? I guess that's just a matter of opinion. Like a really toasty room. Man, look at how verdant this water is. So cool. So cool! Imagine it's the 90s and you screenshot that shit. And you're like, this is the coolest wallpaper ever. Oh, okay. Ah. Very cool, very cool. It doesn't seem to do anything. Just yet. Unless there's another control that I'm missing. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Seems like some other stuff probably. Is that that's an intake, I'm gonna guess? Yeah. So let's see here. If you want the water intake on. I mean, it was on though. Hmm. Ooh, Fleet Admiral 2 of 2.
E.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 12 months of subs. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Hmm. That's such a fun squeak sound. Oh yeah, look at this guy. Uh-oh. Oh. That cut off the fire? Ah, okay. Can I go in now? Hmm. And there's the boiler. Turn it off. Hmm. I guess if I... Hmm. It's the only other thing that this switch, this pipe, goes up here to this valve. Hmm. What would that even do? Hmm. Something in the middle of the pond? Oh, yeah. Probably a valve out there I need to open. Ah. For some reason, I thought it was going out to there. Maybe not coming in from there. Oh, the platform's up. Oh. Ah, okay. Does that open the door? Maybe you gotta turn off the burner? Hmm. Eh. Cool. Gotta get the water out. Riven.
Gaming.
Ooh. This is a dank ass pipe. I'm there. I can smell the rust. Cool. I'm out here now. Ooh. You're entering territory I haven't gotten to, so I'm gonna bounce. Alright, Nightfall. Thank you for watching. I don't know how much further I'm gonna get. But I can understand if you wouldn't want things spoiled. I think I might play Gears of... Or wait. There's something else. Oh yeah, the Alan Wake expansion. I haven't even touched that yet. And also Gears of War. Hold on. Oh. Look at all those achievements I can get. Look at them all. All over again. This would be a triple dip on Gears of War 1, I think. Because I played it on Xbox 360, and then I played it on Games for Windows Live. And now, I'm back, 10 years later, to pick up even more COG tags. Question about supporting you. Does watching your stream on YouTube Premium support you more the longer I watch? I'm sub-tier, but I was just curious. Flying Grayson, excuse me. The answer is yes, I think. I don't think this is on Game Pass. I could be wrong. But yeah, the way that Premium works, and it's the same as Twitch Turbo, is that essentially, so whenever an ad runs, the system's actually pretty sophisticated. It'll like pay you a portion of the like relative ad revenue that YouTube or Twitch or whatever brought in for that ad. So that's kind of how, like, in certain regions ad rates might be higher. If you're in the, you know, in the United States, where people have a lot of disposable income and people pay higher ad rates and you get served ads there, that's worth more money, and then the proportionate payout to the streamer is higher. Now, with Premium or Turbo, essentially every time an ad would have run, it credits the streamer for a portion of that. And the rate that the streamer gets for the ad that you essentially bought your way out of is higher than they would have gotten for an ad that would have run. They don't tell you what those numbers are because they fluctuate, but the rationale, and typically this holds with all the analytics, is that having Turbo or Premium, the ads that would have been served to you pay out way more than ads that actually get served to anyone else. So essentially they pay higher rates to the streamer for all those ads that would have run. So I guess the way that you can really farm it is just set your ad load as high as you possibly can, and then try to get a bunch of people that buy their way out of it. And then I guess the streamer would get maximum ad credit, but I try to keep the ad load here is second to lowest. It could be lowest, but I need that money. I gotta make money. I became a gamer to get money. So, you understand. You think it's just gonna work when I hit this button? Doop! No. No good. I gotta eat. Although I did microwave leftovers for lunch, so don't worry. I stretch your streaming dollar. Okay. Gotta get the tube out there. No, I'm extraordinarily lucky to have extremely generous, patient, and enthusiastic viewers. Very much so. And luckily, I mean, I do fine. Between whatever random ad deals I get and generous viewers, not hard to make ends meet. Plus, the YouTube stuff is doing better and better these days. So that's cool. It just took a while. But yeah, it's getting to where the time that I split between YouTube production and Twitch is more equitable in terms of the revenue it brings in. Oh, I know I've asked this in the past, but I never recall which dono method gets you the most money. I mean, I guess just PayPal, as long as there's not a fee on it. Oh wait, I'm just going backwards. But yeah, that's free money, if you feel like it. I think the biggest everybody wins situation is buying an ad-free service. But I guess a lot of, I don't know, people don't seem to watch YouTube or Twitch maybe as much as I do. But it's definitely been worth it for me. Oh Lord. All right. I do like that on Twitch, basically subs also get you ad-free viewing on a given channel. I do wish that YouTube had something similar. Oh, you YouTube Premium to me? Perfect. Thank you. I see. Okay, now that I've unlocked the ladder, I can swap the Steam this way. No, Alex, I'm not streaming on TikTok anymore. The culture there, as curated by the metrics that they incentivize, are not the kind of streams I want to do. And it definitely felt like the viewers expected a certain kind of behavior, and that's just not my style. And also, like, TikTok as a company does not have the equitable share of revenue in mind at all. They take everything, and then they toss a few scraps your way, but mostly just pitch you against other TikTokers to drive up the meaningless swarm of engagement numbers and videos, and not for me. Not for me. Yeah, no NPC streams over here. Just stately Riven playing. Also, the vertical layout's kind of dumb. I don't know. Oh, lowering the water. Oh, okay. Mr. Beast posted his creator earnings was like 40K for over 1 billion views, maybe lower. Yeah, it's... I don't know if ByteDance is making no money, but they sure are selling a shitload of ads. Like, there are ads, but then also every piece of content on TikTok is also an ad, because it's just a bunch of like, ooh. It's all just a bunch of nested organic advertising for like consumer products or affiliate links to bullshit. Not my scene. So, I don't know. TikTok is just a swarm of consumerism. And again, it's like none of it gets equitably paid out to the people that actually supply them all their content for free. Yeah, I was pretty galled when, like, I talked to some partner managers and like, they basically implied that the reward for being on TikTok was getting to make more TikTok videos. And just like... I was also pretty galled by their monetization system for their live streams, where it's like... You, oh, there's a little cradle right there. The viewer has to, like... The viewer gives ByteDance money, and they use a credit system to buy gifts. They give those gifts to the streamer. When the streamer receives the gifts, they're converted into crystals, and then you can cash out crystals for your local currency. At least that's the way it used to work. I gave up on it a while ago. I'm sure that they've changed it since then or further gamified it. But, like, that meant that they could mess with the conversion rates twice over. It's like going to a carnival, except they're just siphoning off the money you're earning for them. It's scummy, and it's weird to me that everyone's tripping over themselves to like make content for that platform. But I guess if you're not established already and you don't know how bad the deal is, and you have nothing to lose, yeah, why wouldn't you? Just to establish your name or get a following, or maybe eventually sell people a bunch of cheap, overpriced shit. Lizzie, thank you for properly punctuating my world-weary rants. Anytime I see a clip of TikTok live, it makes my head hurt. There's just so much happening. People shouting for gifts. Weird. Yes, it is hyperactive panhandling. It's like people talk about Twitch streams that way, and I get it. Like, cynically, I can understand it. I think it's more like street busking, street performing, but yeah, Twitch stuff is really just kind of like yelling at the audience. Being engaging. Oh. Very cool. Oh. Yeah, it's because TikTok will insert your stream into more feeds the more interaction it has, more engagement, which really just equates to spamming. Like you just tell your entire audience to spam things, and then you constantly like act out so that anyone that trips into your stream is like, what the fuck? Most of TikTok is the what the fuck response. And I don't know that that really contributes to like anything of value aside from distraction. I guess distraction is valuable, but what's going on here? Oh. So yeah, when I remember talking to a partner manager, I was out like, hey, what's the deal? Like, why isn't ByteDance sharing any money? And then they just like gave me some real shitty corpo speak about how it was an opportunity for me to like utilize all these new features that basically like launder more money through ByteDance. And they're like, if you do all this stuff, then maybe you'll get some money. I remember that basically they were like, ask your audience for it. Tell your audience to buy gifts and then you'll get money. And I was like, oh, so you're just keeping all the ad revenue. We're not even going to talk about that. But also now you're telling me to tell people to spend more money just so I see a part of it? Ugh, so dumb. Anyway. Oh no. Have it out of my system, I think. Ooh, what? There's a lot of whirly-doos in here. The orb! Oh, that's right. They changed it. They have a long-form TikToks now. Except, they were like, you have to sign the new agreement, and once you sign it, you can't go back. But also, we're not going to let you read it first. You had to agree to sign it before you, like, saw all the terms. So scummy, man. Oh, hold on. So I never agreed to their long-form thing. Oh, hey. Hello, Mr. Fraug. But maybe I should do that. I didn't want to give TikTok more money. I didn't want to, like, sign another agreement. I don't know. It's gross, man. Sucks. Oh. Is that legal? Maybe? Oh. Oh, bonked it. Oh, good. Plunger up. Bonk it. Oh. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh! What? I guess maybe that resets it, and maybe I have to like give it the harmony bonk. Oh. There we go. Can I take it? Oh. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. TikTok is partially valuable because sometimes clients will want a short video as part of a sponsorship, so. And it creates some editing work for people. So that's always good. Hmm. Ah. Date. Top. Wonder if the date will be important. Well, last week. So I guess we might have to puzzle out the rough window of when that happened. One of my acolytes caught a rebel sniffing around the cemetery totem in the jungle. In keeping with the general ineptitude of my men, the dog was allowed to escape, but at least the fool had the presence of mind to bring me the object in question. It is a primitive eyepiece, into which one of the native members has been set. Native numbers has been set. Given the fact that their accursed numeric system requires you to know which way a symbol has been rotated in order to read it, however, there was no way to make sense of it. It is probably an overestimation of the moiety's intelligence to suspect that there may be some greater meaning behind it, but tomorrow I shall send a surveyor out to inspect the other totems, just to be safe. Okay. Yep. We've certainly seen that. Hello, Lizzie Lar. My day's going very well, thank you. Okay. Got a squisher here. In case something needs squishing. An orb holder. Oh. Notes there. There we go. The counterintuitive aspect of fire marbles, that a greater strike force does not always yield the maximum energy output, never ceases to amaze me. Optimal strike force base value. Almost look like, oh, those almost look like numbers. Fire marble to power marble, strike force compensation. Ah, okay. You have to hit it like one and then the other? Yeah, I guess that means there's multiple. Well, this seems to be like -6. I don't know if that's where it starts. I'll try it. Let's see here. I think it was like here was the first shiny shot. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's just off by the number of notches away from the thing that makes it shine more. Can't tell what number that is. Scratched out as it is. I guess this is the base value. The one that I found. I'm not sure the compensation. It was like -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know the original symbols either. Also not sure what this is. Yeah, there's the swoop on bottom. Maybe the swoop on bottom is a 10. Because that would be 12. That would be 14. Because I don't think there's any other way to... I mean... Aren't those circles from the dome place? They are, but the dome... I don't remember really getting a whole lot of... I don't remember getting a whole lot of indication about the dome. There's another loop on bottom. Date in the corners, year, month, day. I think so. If it's like the... It's like the other ones, but that would be a 3. And that would be a 12? That's 7. And 1, 3. So, like, why would it be 1, 3 instead of a swoop here and then 2 angled lines? I don't know about the swoopy on bottom. What about that one? Oh, there's a door. Okay. Not as fast as it goes. It's pretty fast. Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. I guess that's a pretty cool ball polisher. Oh lord, I didn't even look everywhere. $34. 6. Hold on. Yeah, it is a 7. I've been cataloging the natural elements of this age for many years now, yet I still continue to find evidence of the number 5. As a boy, it was very clear to me that it held a place of special significance in the Dene society. From the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling elite, the humble homes of the commoners, it was ubiquitous. Its presence here is clearly a direct reflection of the minds that authored the texts I used to compose this age. Further proof that through their art, the Dene masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not, as many have mistakenly thought, merely foraging links to pre-existing worlds. While all of my ages have been based on Denis designs, I see now that the ones most vested with the power of 5 are also the most beautiful, the most perfect, and undoubtedly the most structurally sound. I still have yet to determine how the Denis color symbology reflects this superior design principle. While ostensibly a 6-color system, I am convinced that there must be some deeper connection to the number 5. I will continue to investigate. Yeah, they're on the bottom now. Gosh, the rotation means something. Because they were talking about that with the other one. That's 4, so that's 35. Whoops. $35.5. It's this one counted down. No, wait, that's a 1. 35, 1, and then who knows? Rotated 3. The Itram traps have been particularly fruitful this year. Apparently, the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystems. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are also experiencing a generous harvest. No shortage of poison for their darts this season. Such vexing issues aside, this unexpected windfall has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract from my pipe. One that is smoother than any other in recent memory. Ooh. Smooth pipe weed? Oh, lost the camera, huh? There she goes. Hold on, let me fire up the VTuber avatar again. Oh, wrong thing to click on. You can rest now. Or overheated camera. Bang. There I am. I'm back. Back in. Ready. R2R. Ready to Riven. This year's harvest was dank. I have reluctantly decided to suspend my inquiries into the unusual behavior of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters that now demand my attention. For future reference, however, my investigations have revealed the following. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a microbe that resides within it. I am imagining a motile mobile? No, that looks like motile unicellular organism, but one with a structure that allows it to manipulate bits of water. The aggregate effect of which is that the composite body of water is able to deform itself in response to threatening conditions. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat, a period of extended boiling, for example, seems to kill them off, which would explain their dramatic aversion to even moderate rises in temperature. There is still much to learn, however, regarding this particular phenomenon and its possible uses. Oh man. Yeah, it's another splorch on the bottom. What's going on with this? Construction of the imagers has proceeded without fault. Remarkable how easy it was to adapt the Denis technology to mimic that of the Ahmad. Two cultures must surely have crossed paths at some point in their histories. It may even be that Keta was a direct descendant of the Denis. How else to explain the redemptive depth of our connection? But that's all pointless now. A lot of dialogue, a lot of shit going on here. This twirls and then that spins and then this goes up and that goes like that and that and that. This goes that way. Sure. Drawing steam machines, I guess? Maintenance on the steam vent caps completed. I'm extremely pleased with the continued success of the system. Another example of the superiority of Denis technology. Ironic that Atrus and Catherine's meddling unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. I am certain now that the fissure was an unexpected byproduct of the changes they wrote into this age as part of their machinations to trap me here, and that Atris never intended for the book to be lost among the stars in the process. Better that a linking book be destroyed than to risk it falling into unknown hands. Had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they surely would have sought another solution, as the ensuing cataclysm may well have consumed the entire world had I not managed to intervene. You spell her name with a K? Catherine would never have knowingly taken such a risk. And surely my son, given his own dearth of vertebra, no spine, I'd only meant for Riven to become my prison, not my tomb. I am discontinuing regular observations of the expanse beneath the fissure. I've tracked the stars and have proven that their paths are cyclical, but without proper instrumentation, there is nothing more I can learn. My theory, however, remains unaltered. The fabric of this age was breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete yet overlapping spaces. Yet the attendant paradoxes defy the laws of conventional physics. The great column of wind that formed when the rift first appeared suggests a vacuum as one might expect in space. Yet my early experiments seem to confirm the presence of a breathable atmosphere. That Atris momentarily threw himself into the void is further evidence that it might possibly be safe to venture into. But without knowing its true nature, I simply cannot take the risk. It is also difficult to say what would happen were I to reopen the fissure now, but it is highly probable that the results would be disastrous. Cool. My hopes have been dashed again. The latest ink formulation, has proven to be yet another in a long list of failures. Frustrating to expand so much effort constructing a linking book only to end up destroying it when it refuses to function. Alright. Okay. Okay, well I guess it's time to play Gears then. Let's play Gears of War, y'all. We were just in the middle of learning lore. Tragic.